Eerie lights in the sky of Morocco. Seismologists expect an earthquake of magnitude 8 or above, as the latest disaster may be just the beginning. The 6.8 magnitude earthquake that rocked a few days ago Marrakesh area could be a foreshock. The devastating earthquake in Morocco constantly growing. Sunday evening, the country authorities announced that one of the most famous cities in the country, Marrakesh, suffered the most. The epicenter was 72 kilometers southwest of Marrakesh. Meanwhile, videos of blue flashes that appeared in the sky of Morocco a few minutes before the earthquake began to circulate the internet, and they say the same ones were observed before the devastating cataclysm in Turkey in February, where we had the 7.8 to 7.5 magnitude earthquakes. This has not happened for 123 years. The disaster occurred September 8th at 23:11 hours local time. Tremors were felt in many cities of Morocco and all the way up to Spain and Portugal, Algeria, and other countries. The source of the earthquake was located at a depth of 18.5 kilometers, magnitude estimated 6.9. It's become the strongest in the region over the past 123 years. Just off the coast of that area, of course, we have the La Palmas volcano, which is basically a mantle plume there, a hot spot. Now, according to eyewitnesses, the shock lasted about 20 seconds, and after 19 minutes, there was another one, much weaker. The earthquake caused widespread destruction. Marrakesh historical landmarks were damaged, and the city walls, which date back to the 12th century, were damaged. Videos being circulated on social networks in which these mystical rays and flashes of luminous balls flying, which allegedly appeared in the sky of Morocco a few minutes before the earthquake began. The same ones were recorded before the earthquakes in Turkey and Syria, February 6th of this year. There is an opinion that these flashes are caused by tension in the Earth's rocks just before it's released. Because of it, the air ionizes, causing it to glow. Skeptics believe that all these luminous balls are nothing more than lit Chinese lanterns that were launched into the sky, but in fact no one can give a definitive explanation for these ethereal lights and whether they are natural precursors to such a cataclysmic event. There are videos, as we can see, taken hours before the earthquake and making a special impression, with narrators saying that he is in Marrakesh, even inviting his followers to write him in the comments possibly explanations for the small lights he sees in the sky. This unusual sight was seen in the skies over Spain and happened on the same night as the earthquake in Morocco. Although the phenomenon of atmospheric glow before strong earthquakes has indeed been described in scientific literature, there have been no serious scientific studies of this effect. It seems that when lights appear en masse over the areas hit by an earthquake, they do not come to help but to harvest from the earth, it seems. Now, what is remarkable about the area where the earthquake occurred? The epicenter of the earthquake was the Atlas Mountains. This is an inland mountain belt that stretches from the Atlantic coast of Morocco to the Mediterranean coast of Tunisia. Part of North Africa has long been known as seismically active zone, where the African and Eurasian plates meet. Their collision leads to earthquakes, and from time to time they happen there, including such powerful ones as the present one. And for this region, the seismic event of magnitude 6.9 is really strong. Not only in Morocco is at risk, but also countries that enjoy tourist demand, such as Egypt and Tunisia, and in principle it includes the entire Mediterranean coast of Africa and the Atlantic coast of Morocco. All of these are seismically active areas. How often do events of this magnitude happen? Although for this area the earthquake of magnitude 6.9 is strong and unique, on a planetary scale it's ordinary. Seismic statistics say the following: earthquakes of magnitude 6 to 6.9 occur an average of 125 to 130 every year. That is, there are about 10 of them per month on Earth. They're pretty big, aren't they? It's just that many of them go unnoticed by ordinary people, since they occur in the ocean or where no one lives. Earthquakes happen every day in huge numbers. There are 17 to 18 earthquakes in the magnitude of 7 to 7.9 magnitude every year. In February of this year, there was just such an earthquake in Turkey in terms of energy. There, they were 30 times stronger than what happened in Morocco. Finally, on average, there is one seismic event per year on the planet with a magnitude greater than 8, one a year. This year, that has not happened yet, and sooner or later, it must happen somewhere. Then nature itself will determine what to do, as the earthquake in Morocco may be just the beginning. Nobody in the scientific world makes forecasts of specific seismic events indicating the location, time, and their strength. This is impossible. Science has not learned to predict them. The knowledge about the structure of the planet's interior is not enough. On August 20th, the satellites recorded 6 gamma-ray bursts in a row, which had never happened before, after which on August 25th everything happened again, and there was as many as 9 bursts. The probability of an earthquake after this is at least 75%. So 2 weeks passed and it went off like a time bomb. The only question is, was there a response to the first gamma series on September 9, or did 2 really work at once? Or maybe this is just the beginning. So there were 3 magnitude 7s occurring in the area of September 7 to 9, and before that there was a whole sequence of magnitude 6s. That is, the planet reacts to gamma ray bursts and quite actively. Therefore, next to we see 2 options. The first option is very optimistic. It assumes a further increase in magnitude 7 earthquakes around the world. There will be dozens of such earthquakes in the coming weeks, and as a result they release energy. The released energy will be distributed more or less evenly across the planet, and there will not be a major catastrophe. The second option involves a one-time voltage release. It could be a 9 magnitude or the explosion of some large volcano. In this case, well, we do have the Popo volcano erupting in Mexico. We have the various volcanoes erupting in Indonesia. Now, in this case, let's hope it will strike somewhere along the mid-Atlantic ridge near Antarctica, that is, in an uninhabited place, although the probability of this, of course, is quite small. There are maps obtained during the implementation of the Global Seismic Project to assess seismic hazards in the 1990s. They indicate zones with possible acceleration of Earth's surface caused by the passage of elastic seismic waves. For the zone in Morocco, this earthquake occurred. The possible acceleration is indicated as 0.2 G. In fact, this is not a red zone. It does not shake constantly and violently, but you should always be prepared for earthquakes. Nevertheless, some energy remains, and then nature itself determines what to do. This is on Solask. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.